Hi there. Today we're working with releasing anger that I have a right to, anger for the injustice I've suffered. So place one hand over the liver, that is, rest your arm across the waist, one hand over the liver, just above the waist, and the other hand on the forehead, and take 3 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1, second breath, and third breath. I'll think about a specific event that caused you anger in your relationship with your spouse, your mom, or another person. State the outcome that you want from this session, which may be, I allow myself to release my anger for the injustice I've suffered. So place one hand over the middle of the chest, that is over the heart, so that the thumb rests under this collarbone, the fingers rest under the other side of the collarbone, and gently massage these spots as you repeat these statements. Take a deep breath after each statement. So you need to say, I forgive myself for believing. I have to have this anger for the rest of my life. And take a breath. I forgive myself for believing it's all my fault. And take a breath. I forgive myself for believing I can't let go of this anger. Take a breath. I forgive myself for believing I can't let go of what's causing me pain and discomfort and how it's affecting my health. Take a breath. I forgive myself for believing that if I can't go back and change what happened, I can never be happy. Take a breath. I forgive myself for believing that if I can go back and change what happened, I can be happy. Take a breath. I forgive myself for believing I can't tell the truth about my feelings and my suffering without feeling this anger. Take a breath. I forgive that person and state their name for teaching me that it's my fault. Take a breath. I forgive that person for teaching me by experiences that my only choice is to react with anger. Now take a breath. I forgive the other person, and state their name, for teaching me that I deserve to be treated this way. Take a breath. I forgive myself for believing I don't deserve to heal. Take a breath. I forgive myself for believing I can never heal from this trauma. And take a breath. I forgive myself for believing that I can't forgive myself for the mistakes I've made. And take a breath. I forgive myself for believing I'm to blame because of the mistakes I've made. Now take a breath. I forgive myself for the mistakes I've made. I love and accept myself acknowledging that everyone makes mistakes. And take a breath. I love and accept myself, learning from my mistakes. Take a breath. I forgive myself for believing that that person, state the name, has to change before I can be happy. Take a breath. I forgive that person for not caring how I feel and how I'm suffering. And take a breath. I forgive that person for leaving me with a memory of injustice. And take a breath. I forgive that person for hurting me and causing ongoing suffering in my life. Take a breath. I forgive that person for stealing my peace. Take a breath. I give that person permission to forgive me for showing up to make a change in my life by releasing my justified anger. And take a breath. I choose to create a new experience that brings me peace. Take a breath. I choose to release that person who caused me this anger. Take a breath. I choose to release him to God's mercy. I choose to acknowledge that that person's behavior has no hold on my love for myself. Take a breath. I deeply and completely accept myself, even when I'm afraid to pay attention to what my justified anger is doing to me. Take a breath. I love and accept myself, even when I'm afraid to let go of what I expected for injustice or justice in my life. I love and accept myself, even if it isn't safe for me to heal. And take a breath. I love and accept myself, even if I have a unique block that prevents me from healing. And take a breath. I love and accept myself, even when I'm afraid I can't trust myself. Now take a breath. Without this negative pattern, I'm free to trust myself. And take a breath. Without this negative pattern, I'm free to embrace gratitude for all the good things in my life. And take a breath. Without this pattern, I'm free to reach out to others and enjoy a social life of interacting with people who love and respect me. And take a breath. Without this pattern, I'm free to trust myself in the way I've trusted my positive decisions in the past. And take a breath. I'm free to trust in my close friends who are my team healthy. And take a breath. Without this pattern, I'm free to find joy in my support group. And take a breath. I love and accept myself, being enough in body, mind, and spirit. And take a deep breath. Drop me a message if you would like a more personal, private, targeted session, targeted to your needs.